Okay. Boom. Okay, let me just go ahead and open my my phone. That's the best way I can watch chat. Audio check. Let me just go ahead and open my.
Check.
Yep, we're all good. Hey, I might actually give 2 seconds here, and then let me just lower the. Where's the overlay? There. I'm just gonna lower that a bit. Sorry to everybody watching that has to view the the broadcaster, the OBS.
Oh, the live chat has been disabled.
Really? If I do it not made for kids, it disables the live thing? Sorry, everybody. Let me try and fix that here. Where do I go and do that here?
You have to actually edit the video. Let me do it here. I can do it on my end.
Oh, you can do it on your end? Okay.
Yeah, I have the YouTube studio thing here on my phone.
Okay.
Hi, guys. I'm actually in work at the moment, so this is where it's going to get interesting for me. Hiding in work, making sure no one finds out where I am. Fun. No, I think it only shows me videos.
Do I need to stop and then restart it quickly?
You don't need to stop. Let me just try something here on my end. If I go to the channel on my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I had no idea that when I put not made for kids, that it would disable the live chat. That's kind of weird.
It says that yes, it is made for kids. Personal notifications will be available. Videos made for kids that are also set made for kids are likely to recommend alongside kids. So, you said to no, it's not made for kids.
Not made for kids, so you need to enable it then.
Yeah, it says yes, made for kids, but I think since it's made for kids, videos that are set made for kids are more likely to be recommended alongside kid videos, which is what it describes.
Christ.
Features like personal, it won't be, okay, so not made. Save.
Okay, let me go ahead and refresh it.
Yep, live chat's up now.
There it is. Sorry about that, everybody. I had no idea that when I turned that feature off that I would disable live chat, so that's completely on me. So please excuse me trying to work around OBS. So, oh, there comes Blair's notification. Oops, my bad. I'm not going to check Discord. I'm not going to do that here.
Well, today's going to be an interesting day, at least. We're going to find out what the whole 20th anniversary is. My bets are, I have 3 theories. It's a new Ghost Recon completely, or it's a whole new Future Soldier one where they're finally moving into that. That's my first one. My second one is remaking of Future Soldier, and my other one is the remaking of the first 2 games, which I would personally love Ghost Recon 2, the Xbox version, to come back.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to shout some people up. Tay Hillfinger. I do not know how to say that last name. Hello, good afternoon. Krypton Noob. That's... Ooh, long time viewer there. Hi, Craig. Hi, all. And Nathan says hello.
Awesome. There's Crypto Noob. I remember you very well. What was it? The right away?
Yep.
Quote.
Live Fire has the right away. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I remember these quotes very well.
Blair's in the chat as well. Yeah, we did figure it out. I don't know if you were here like moments ago, Blair, but I had no idea that when I turned off like not made for kids and that would disable live chats. That's completely new to me. So, as mentioned, please excuse while I work with OBS. If you're not hearing any audio, it will be begin shortly, and hopefully we get some audio there. I'm just currently as well on my phone, so I can monitor chat and as well as keep up tabs of audio settings. Audio should be good. If I do need to make it a bit louder, please let me know. But at the moment, you're not going to be hearing anything. It's 11 my time, so it should be starting here.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, there it goes. Of course we get a timer for a timer. Why am I not surprised?
The same thing as last time where they had a timer on it? Like, what's the timer on it?
Okay, hang on, let me do this instead.
So I can't watch our stream because A, it plays the voices twice, and I kind of want to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
So if you can relay any messages, I would appreciate that.
True. Are you able to hear the audio? Here, let me do a test actually. I should do it on mine.
Oh no, I can hear the audio on our end. We're coming through crystal clear.
The actual video itself is a bit loud, so I turned it down a bit.
Oh, at least it's not as bad as last time, like an hour timer. It's 44 seconds.
Yeah. I remember that for 2042 when I watched that live reveal. Everybody waited the entire time, and then we just got hit with another hour-long countdown. It was like, really? So.
Keep you watching. Keep you watching. I can actually hear our voices again through your side now.
Yeah, my bad. I'll just turn it off quickly. I just want to make sure the audio is good. Again, chat, if I need turned up, please let me know.
There's another timer. It's a countdown. Amazing. Okay, there we go. There's a future soldier there.
Good evening, Ghosts. It's been 20 years since the release of the original Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, all the way back in 2001. Since then, we've released 15 titles across PC, console, and portable devices. And with each game, we've been able to watch the Ghost Recon franchise grow and evolve into the tactical open-world action epic we know and love today. But we're not going to let an anniversary like this pass without getting a little nostalgic about a franchise that's close to our hearts, and hopefully yours too. We'll be looking back at 2 decades worth of Ghost Recon games, as well as a look at the present-day post-launch efforts with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And it wouldn't be a birthday party without a few presents. So be sure to stay tuned to the very end for news on free content and a few other surprises too. So whether you're a new recruit who's just discovered the series, or a seasoned veteran who's been with us from day one, we hope you'll join us for a bullet-riddled trip down memory lane. To kick things off, I'd like to hand you over to Eric Cousion, Creative Director on Ghost Recon Future Soldier, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Hey Ghosts, I'm Eric Cousion and I'm Creative Director on the Ghost Recon franchise. As someone who started out as designer on Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter back in 2004, I'm both honored and excited to be able to celebrate this special milestone with you. Working on a franchise with a legacy like Ghost Recon, we have to stay true to the roots of the franchise. Firstly, wide open areas. Ever since the original Ghost Recon in 2001, the Ghosts have always excelled in open environments. And secondly, when it comes to story, we've always taken great care to follow in the footsteps of Tom Clancy. Every game we make is a kind of what-if scenario. And finally, authenticity is the cornerstone of our brand, especially when it comes to the Ghosts and the tactical options they have. Over the past few years, we've had the opportunity to collaborate with very talented people. Creating a Ghost Recon game is a question of passion, but I'd like to take a special moment to wish everyone who has worked on or played a Ghost Recon game over the last 2 decades a happy 20th anniversary. Thank you all the ghosts out there. And now let's dive into how we create the worlds of Ghost Recon with Benoit, World Director.
Hi Ghosts, my name is Benoit Martinez. My personal history with the franchise dates back 20 years ago to the original Ghost Recon, which I bought with my very first paycheck. True story. Years later, I joined the Ghost Recon team to work on Future Soldier. The game was mostly linear, apart from a couple of levels made by our friends at the Bucharest studio. Those stages were more open and somehow closer to the original GR experience. After we released the game, we started to experiment further with this idea. First, we tried 1 square kilometer. It was quite big compared to what we'd done previously, and we were surprised that the old game engine we were using could even handle it. Then we doubled the size, and it worked, so we doubled again, and again. And after a week, we were working with the biggest terrain we'd ever created. It was literally 1,000 square kilometers. Way too big for an actual game, but we were just prototyping at that stage, and it was super exciting, not to mention absolutely crazy. To meet our ambitions, we also had to find the perfect setting. We considered many options, but ultimately, we all agreed on Bolivia because of all the incredible landscapes. We sent a number of teams to many different sites to gather as much reference material as we could. We've been on the dev road twice, back and forth. All the places you can see in the game are inspired by real location, including my favorite, the Laguna Colorada with all the flamingos. But moving from a linear game to an open world was also a huge challenge from both a design and a technical perspective. It was new for us to build things of this scale. At each step, we were amazed by how crazy it was, but also how nicely everything was coming together. I remember the first time we had the vehicle in the game. We all spent the day just driving around, racing against each other, and discovering the world from a new perspective. That's why world building is such a fascinating job. Every day there's something new, and every day an idea has become reality. Over the years, I've been fortunate to work with an incredible team of passionate artists and designers, some of whom have been with the franchise since Advanced Warfighter. It's been amazing to see the dedication of the team and how willing they are to improve the game, explore new territories, and push the limits of what Ghost Recon can be.
Thank you, Eric and Benoit. The Ghost Recon series has a number of defining features: sprawling maps, white-knuckle gunfights, and tactical flexibility, to name just a few. But one of the key elements that keeps gamers coming back for more is the painstaking attention to detail that goes into a Ghost Recon game. Every gun, every gadget, every last pixel that makes the battlefield feel so real. Our next 2 ghosts have a long history, not just with the Ghost Recon series, but with Red Storm Entertainment and the Tom Clancy video game brand. So please welcome Richard Dansky and Travis Getz.
Hi Ghost, I'm Travis. I'm the Senior Authenticity Coordinator on the Ghost Recon series. I've always been interested in military people, history, and equipment since I was a kid. So it's been an honor to work on a series where authenticity is the lifeblood of the games. We've always encouraged teams to invest a lot of time and resources into making sure Ghost Recon feels authentic. So that means setting up meetings with elite Special Forces operatives, making sure that teams have the very best reference when it comes to reproducing equipment, and also keeping an eye out for technologies and new tactics can be really important. About 20 years ago, we even created a gear room that is full of thousands of pieces of real-life military gear. These are there so artists and animators can check out the real thing and help get those fine details just right. This is actually my office. The games always change, but the core remains the same, giving players an authentic look into the world of the real-life Special Forces. And to tell you a bit more on how we craft those stories, I'll turn things over to Rich.
My name is Richard Dansky, and I'm the Central Clancy writer for Ubisoft. To write a Ghost Recon story, you start by looking at the news. Not necessarily the front page stuff, but look for conflicts that would be appropriate for the Ghosts. In addition to that global flavor, you also want to have a clear and present danger. There has to be a reason this elite band of operators is getting sent in after all. Then there's the high-tech aspect. The Ghosts not only are the best, they've got the best gear. Then there's believability. It has to feel like something could be on the news. Otherwise, you don't have a military shooter, you've got a science fiction game. Ghost Recon storytelling has always relied heavily on authenticity, ranging from gut-checking character bios to sitting down with real-world operators and hearing their stories. I'm very proud of the work I've done on various Ghost Recon projects. It almost feels like Ghost Recon and I have grown up in the industry together, and I want to see it continue for many more years.
As you can probably tell by now, we've come a long way. We couldn't have made it to where we are today without the hard work and dedication of Ghosts like Richard, Travis, and the rest of the team at Red Storm Entertainment. But all that hard work would have been for nothing if it wasn't for you, the fans who've made Ghost Recon more than a series of games. 20 years for the fans, with the fans. We know that without our community, we wouldn't have made it past our first title, never mind to 20 years. So with that in mind, we're happy to announce a little something to say thank you. We're giving you the chance to go right back to where it all started with the very first Ghost Recon, absolutely free to download and keep on Ubisoft Connect. And that's not all. For all you Wildlands players out there, we're granting you free access to the Fallen Ghost DLC on PS4, Xbox, and PC. We hope you enjoy seeing just how far the Ghost Recon brand has come over the last 20 years, and that you're as excited as we are for the future of the franchise. But now, to the present day. In this next section of the showcase, I'd like to hand over to some of the people who've been working on Ghost Recon Breakpoint since launch to make sure that it reaches expectations our fans have for a Ghost Recon game.
My name is Xavier. Our production team has worked hand in hand with our community team, listening to the players, fixing issues, and improving the experience with exciting new gameplay features.
When Breakpoint launched, we wanted players to experience the feeling of being alone and abandoned in a hostile environment. But we quickly realized that working as an elite unit is something that long-time fans of the franchise believe is core to the Ghost Recon experience. That's why we brought back the AI teammates to back you up on your mission.
Since the skill tree was originally intended for the player character, we had to find a way to use it for leveling up your AI teammates. It took a bit of creative problem solving on our part, but all that hard work has opened the door to all kinds of new features.
If you need an example of how far Breakpoint has come, look no further than the Ghost experience.
We realized that many of the players want different things from a Ghost Recon game. Some players want a more tactical, immersive military simulation experience that can be played solo. Others want to drop in and have fun with their friends in a more arcade way. In the original release, many players found it hard to fully commit to a stealth build because they kept getting spotted by enemy drones or other Zidus guards. But with the custom difficulty sliders, players were able to remove drones from enemy camps. And with the new bullet throw feature, they could distract enemies or draw guards away from the rest of the pack for a silent takedown.
One of the features we're the most proud of is the ability to play the game with a friend with using completely different difficulty settings, all at the same time, and without unbalancing the experience for either player.
We're always searching for unique and interesting military gear that we can incorporate into any new content we're releasing. We work together to identify some of the most highly requested items from our players. What have we had the most requests for? Ghillie hoods. And we've integrated them into the latest teammate update experience, so keep an eye out for them in the game.
Key to our post-launch plans has been to add an extra layer of hard QA testing to provide the best experience with the new features we're adding.
Nowadays, there are so many platforms and specs that need to be tested. So it's good for the production team to know they have a dedicated team playing the game, testing new content, and tracking how Breakpoint is performing for players, no matter what hardware they are playing on.
Those early difficulties we have, they have helped us to gain a better understanding of what's the core of a Ghost Recon game. A customizable team of elite operatives given the freedom to approach objectives however they choose, all underpinned by an unmatched sense of realism.
It's always a joy to know that millions of players are having fun with something that myself and the team at Ubisoft have worked so hard on. And I'm really excited to hear more from you about the new content we have in the pipeline.
From myself and the rest of the team at Ubisoft Paris, we want to send a big thank you to the community of fans across the world for inspiring us to make Ghost Recon Breakpoint the game we always knew it could be.
Thanks to everyone for your continued hard work. As you've heard by now, our fans play a key role in our plans for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But for us, community doesn't just mean voice chat and message boards. We want to empower players to showcase their creativity, their skills, and their love for all things Ghost Recon. That's why we created Delta Company, our community leaders program through which we empower you, the community, in sharing your passion for our game. But don't just take our word for it, why not hear it straight from Delta Company themselves?
I was lucky enough to hear about this program called Delta Company. I've never seen that before, a game where the community helped build it.
Woo! I'd like to wish you a happy 20-year anniversary to all my ghosts out there. I spent most of my time on Ghost Recon Phantoms, then came Wildlands, which redefined the franchise for me.
I will thank the team for communicating with the community, to communicate with the Delta Company, and put so much hard work.
So I hope I get another 20 years experience in Ghost Recon. Who knows where it's going to go next, but keep on keeping on, and thank you.
Thank you for all of the hard work, time, and love you invested into Ghost Recon. We really appreciate your support and dedication to the series. To show our thanks for your continued support, we thought we'd give you a sneak peek at what's next for the Ghosts, and for Aroa with a brand new trailer for our next major title update, introducing Operation Motherland.
Nomad, this is Bowman. Been a long time. The CIA's been covertly working with the Outcasts and their leader Haruhi Ito to declare Aroa a free and autonomous nation. Operation Motherland will begin the moment you meet up with Ito at the Outcast camp. Good luck, and try not to get killed.
Can't wait for you to get your hands on this new update. In the meantime, the celebration and gifts are not over. To celebrate this 20th anniversary, iconic skins of past games will be included in the next update for all players to get for free. And that's not all. For all you Ghost Recon Breakpoint players, you'll be able to unlock the entire Deep State adventure for free. That's pretty much all from me. I'd like to thank you all once more for joining us in celebrating 20 years of Ghost Recon. It bears repeating, we wouldn't have made it here without you. So thank you from everyone at Ubisoft. But before I go, there's just one more thing that we'd like to share with you. While the Paris studio keeps working to support and improve Breakpoint, we have another studio working on a top secret Ghost Recon project.
Hello Ghosts, my name is Razvan and I'm a community developer at Ubisoft Bucharest. Myself and the team here in Bucharest are excited to finally share what we've been working on for the past 3 years. Let's take a look.
up, but they know. Buried alive by the lies when they sold. This a long time coming like a comet pass. Got them all fired up from the rocket blast. And if I fall on my sword, turn my bone to ash. Let it clog up the sand in that hourglass. We in the title fight, blow for a blow. And you can reap the benefit of what I have to sow. Cause I'm about that work with which you don't appear to know. So you can take the stage while I take over the show. This is an epidemic of the vultures in the playpen. Weasels with a smile and a guile that leaves them vacant. Businessmen sticking up the lane and out the gate. And thieves wearing suits that they can never fool the vagrants. And con man bringing the treasures of full gold. CEOs grinning from swindling stocks cold. Politicians trading their morals for blindfolds. And cowards step aside as the criminal mind holds. Welcome to the jungle where deception is the code. Brother fighting brother as the avarice corrodes. See that evil, speak that evil, be that evil bold. This is my sworn new day, new dawn.
We hope you enjoyed the trailer and this very first look at our next game. Frontline is a brand new installment in the franchise, taking the tactical heritage of Ghost Recon and expanding upon it within a large-scale PvP experience where you choose how you want to win. Now, I'd like to pass the mic to the rest of the team who are eager to tell you more about our vision behind the project.
Hello everyone, welcome to Bucharest and the world reveal of a brand new experience in the Ghost Recon universe. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontline is an exciting new addition within the franchise, driven by our very personal take on a military authentic massive PvP shooter. We are bringing you a tactical action game with a dynamically evolving pace and freedom of approach at its core. In Ghost Recon Frontline, you are at the heart of the action. And it's up to you to decide how you're going to outthink, outmaneuver, and outplay your opponents. Because in this combat zone, there's always more than one path to victory.
Jumping into the game is simple. Just choose a contractor, pick a game mode, and get to it. Progression comes from improving your expertise with different weapons, completing objectives, and unlocking new recruits for your team. Contractors will be generated from a pool of various nationalities, military origins, looks, and classes, each with their own specialization, development paths, and loadouts to benefit your team. Classes are highly specialized, filling in distinct tactical roles. The Assault, for example, provides great sustainability in close-range fights and overall proficiency in offensive maneuvers. The Support class can offer superior protection, thanks to their fortification abilities that will let you defend your position much easier, while the Scout can easily recon the area for their team, revealing and pestering your enemies from a distance without fear of reprisal. These are just 3 examples of what we're planning to be available at launch, with more to be added during seasonal updates. The soldiers you choose will radically shape how your team progresses and accomplishes goals. No 2 players will have the same fate, so you must think fast on your feet and adapt to the situation at hand. Ghost Recon Frontline is about complete strategic freedom. In our flagship mode called Expedition, players are dropped onto the island of Drakemore in 3-person squads, tasked with finding crucial intel scattered across the landscape. Drakemore is a vast open world, filled with distinct biomes and landmarks to explore. That's a good thing, because there'll be more than 100 players active at once, all vying for the same intel. Once you're done collecting, it's time to head to a drop zone and call for an extraction. Now, here's where it gets really tense. Extraction is quite noisy. Every team on the island will see your position and will be gunning for your ride. If they intercept you before you successfully extract, they can steal it and use it for their own. How you will try the win is entirely up to you. Gather intel and extract in a hail of bullets, or lie in wait for another team's extraction and play the spoiler. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the freedom you have in setting your own objectives and shaping the game your way, ensuring that no match will play the same.
Frontline is still a Ghost Recon game, built on its core values. This means its gameplay, it's all about creating your own solutions to overcome different situations. We've brought it into a first-person perspective to heighten your immersion and retailor the core mechanics from the ground up to emphasize reactivity. Everything from the way you move to the way your gun handles feels faster, sharper, and more responsive. All of this to provide a seamless and satisfying experience.
While Expedition will be our flagship mode and the heart of Frontline, there will be other, more casual options added for those who want to get some quick access, traditional arena shooter experience, or simply test their new ideas for loadout, class composition, or tactical support setup. We'll be rolling out a suite of unique modes to allow players greater variety in gameplay options as our game world evolves with each season. No matter what your preference is, we are committed to making sure this title has something for everyone. As huge fans of PvP shooters, our team knows that creating a balanced and fun experience requires a lot of testing and iteration based on players' feedback. Without your involvement, it simply cannot happen. That's why we don't just want to hear your feedback, we want you to see how it affects our journey to deliver the most polished and entertaining experience possible. You'll be able to put your tactical preparation to the test in Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Frontline soon. Registration for our upcoming tests are now open, and I'm thrilled to let you know that many of you will be able to play the game in our European PC closed test with other platforms to be announced at a later phase. Make sure to sign up to this link to get more info and a chance to play the game.
Keep in mind, Frontline is still in early development, but because of this, you, the players, have a chance to shape the experience before its final release. So, if you want to help decide the direction for this exciting new chapter in the Ghost Recon saga, be sure to sign up for the upcoming closed test. There will be plenty more from Ghost Recon Frontline in the coming months, so for all the latest news and details, make sure to follow our social channels and share your excitement with the community and the team. That's all for now, but we'll have more updates coming your way in the very near future. We hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far, and we can't wait to show you more of Ghost Recon Frontline. And once again, we wish you all a happy 20th anniversary, Ghosts. Thanks for watching, and see you all very soon.
Well, that's it. You still here, Craig? Still with me?
I am indeed, yeah. That's like I'm happy about Motherland. We all knew it was going to be, the Russians are going to be involved.
I mean, the only thing I'm going to say is that if they add another DLC where they advertise Russians and they don't actually include Russians,
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, though, I want to say I did see some new kit that they in the background that they were wearing, but that's not the first time we've seen trailers where they have new stuff. So we'll have to see. But I think everybody here in the chat, everybody's going off in the chat right now about the new reveal. Is that something we want to talk about briefly?
Yeah, we'll talk about it briefly. Like, it's an interesting. I know Battle Royale's Battle Royale. A lot of people are saying that in the background, but given that it has more tendency to be in the tactical Battle Royale, hopefully. Like, I know there was some like weird stuff there, like deployable shields and stuff, and turrets. Everything has to have not a gimmick, but has to have its mechanics. I guess is the best way to describe it. But it could be an interesting experience because we haven't had a first-person shooter like in the Ghost Recon universe in about 20 years. Not since Ghost Recon 1. And it's going to be an interesting change of pace, I guess. I'm looking forward to it, I guess. I guess too much. I want to see how it goes first. Like, I'm not going to just down it immediately. I want to know if it's actually going to live up to how cool it's going to be or interesting it's going to be. Or, it could be similar to what happened in SOCOM, where they tried to do a battle royale and it didn't really work out. If you get my meaning in that, like, if you ever seen that one or got a chance to play that. But, I guess, just behind everything, like, Bucharest and stuff like that, doing that. Like, devs are working hard on it, I hope. And, nothing's perfect when it first released. And usually it just, over time gets better. So I'm just not concerned, but I have some worries, I guess, the best way to describe it.
Honestly, that sums up my current thoughts, is that I have some worries.
Yeah, I have some worries. Like, if they're going to keep with the roots with a 100-player game, it's going to be difficult. Like, certain players have an expectation about how certain things will play and how it'll work and stuff like that. But, like, I hope no one goes into, like, straight in thinking, oh, this is going to be like Warzone or something like that. And well, it's not. Like, Warzone, the best shade of it, it's an arcade battle royale. This is more of an action one with the hints of tactics in it, and then some milsim elements. Like, you saw all the equipment and gear they're using. You have a lot of maneuverability to move around with it. But let's just hope and see what happens first.
Okay, so I want to point out that while this is playing in the background, this is the exact same scene from the opening of Wildlands. I'm going to point that out. I wanted
to point out too. Like, it's a very big throwback to the first the first opening scene, the Wildlands. Like, it's exactly, there's the rainy night instead of we having, what's the guy's name, the resistance leader's name?
Pakatari.
It was Akatari standing there with his hands behind his back, just like the leader of the Outcasts. It's an interesting, concept, I guess. Maybe it's going to throw, like, a little bit, throws a bit of a bone back to when, Wildlands was the hottest game in the market at the time. And, nothing wrong with a bit of nostalgia in the game. Do I have concerns about that? Yeah, actually, I have just some minor concerns when it comes to, certain aspects of that. Like, are they going to reuse, like, story kind of telling will be too familiar or, recognizable, that kind of thing? That's my major concern, I guess.
Yo, I joined to make one quick correction on that. There's been 2 first-person Ghost Recon games, at least. Actually, there's been 3.
3?
Since the first one.
Which ones were they?
Someone mentioned it in the chat, and I actually forgot about it. Graw 1 Graw 1 was first person on the PS2, and then both Graw 1 and Graw 2 were first person on PC. They were
I only played the Xbox version, so
yeah. So it's probably a good thing because the PC versions were not very good.
That's fair.
Can we take a look at this kid here in the window?
Which window? Can you show me there?
In the stream one here. When they do the preview of the stuff that's coming from Motherland.
That's a very old style Soviet vest, if I think so there. I don't think that's American.
Are you watching the current up to date one? Like, what's live right now?
I'm looking at it now. I can see the Graw uniform, but the one previous to that, the olive drab one with, like, the pockets on the front and stuff, it kind of reminds me of the, like, post Cold War Russian vests. Spetsnaz would have used.
Yeah, that's.
I can't remember the accent. I can't remember the exact name. I know they used it. Like, I know Spetsnaz and GRU. Spetsnaz GRU used it, and the KGB used it during the Cold War. I just can't remember that actual vest name. Very, very popular vest during the Afghan campaign to the Soviets as well.
If you're talking about the one that's on screen right now, it's actually a Cry vest.
Is it?
While I was doing the research for the uniforms for the video that just went out today, not that one. The one that Mitchell's. If you're on the part right now where it's the 3 people standing in the middle, the Mitchell in the center, that's a Cry vest. I'll have to find the picture for it, but yeah, when I was doing the research, I noticed that, and I found, like, all the individual. They created a concept art thing that pointed out, like, every individual piece and named them all. So it made it really easy, but really a pain in the ass to recreate the uniforms because we don't have most of those kits because a lot of them never got past testing, or they created versions that were just superior. So I can't. I did it as close as I could, but yeah, I'll find it and I'll actually put it in. I'll find the picture again and I'll put it in the Ghost Recon chat for anyone who wants to see.
That'd be awesome. Thank you very much, Spectre. I was talking about the vest on the left-hand side of the 3-man group. One moment there.
Yeah, I think that's a Ghost Recon 1 vest. It would help if I was checking the right chat for my reference photos.
Honestly.
I was looking through the wrong chat for
It's kind of nice seeing the active camo come across there.
Yes.
Yeah, like, is it Kozak then, if we're thinking about it then?
I hope Hunter Team returns. I want to see that interaction, because you know in, what was it, Deep State, that interaction between Sam Fisher and Nomad? How they had it? I want to see that between Kozak and Nomad. That would be cool. There's only one big thing we gotta hope for. Let's hope our boy gets off this damn island. For real.
I was thinking that when we got to that scene. I was like, oh, well, let's hope he actually gets off the fucking island finally.
The mention of Fallen Ghosts being free, that works out for me because I don't have that DLC for Wildlands.
Oof. Yeah, Fallen Ghosts is free and Deep Slate is also free.
Yeah. Where did I mention that? I'm trying to look for it.
Alright, I posted a couple of the reference photos I used. I want the XM8 back. Please, Ubisoft, if you're, listening, please give us the XM8. I know it never got past, its testing phase, but it was in a lot of the games I used to play. I want it back.
So I think it's safe to say that not just with this chat, but probably everywhere right now, there's a lot of combined thoughts given the new reveal for Ghost Recon. I'm going to hold most of my comments regarding it till I've actually seen proper instead of a cinematic. And hopefully later when we get to play it. I will say though, from the trailer, the one part I did approve of is the music choice, because I actually have that for my workout playlist. It's actually a really nice tune. So, but no, overall, I want to say I'm a bit mixed. So,
what game was it recently? There's another game recently that used a song that I actually have in one of my playlists.
No idea.
I don't remember which game it was, but it was in one of their trailers. And it's what's the name of the song? It's from The Siege.
Hold on, I want to go back to Motherland for a second. So, let me go back. Regarding Motherland, this is just me being on the Russian front. Is it going to be Bodark or Russian forces? And I want to say Russian forces, and the reason why I say that, sorry for skipping a lot, chat, my bad. The reason why I say Russian forces, because if you look on the drone, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. Oh shit, you can. Nice. On the drone, that flag, the little star, is actually the current symbol of the Russian army. That's the one that they use. Only it'd be white, blue, and red. So
this one's
this one's white with reddish. So
kind of back to the old version of the Motherland, basically.
Yeah, because
it could be more insurrectionist as well.
Maybe Bodark, it could be, maybe, or Ravens. But in this timeline, though, Raven Rock combined with Bodark, or Bodark joined it.
Can you play for a second? I kind of want to get a little bit more close up to the two guys walking, because they're wearing some interesting gear there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see though. That's the thing. My setting is all the way up as well, so.
I can't tell if that guy on the left's wearing a gas mask or just a beanie and
he's not. I want to say he's wearing a face mask and a helmet. That's what I want to say. Are they carrying Kalashnikovs at least? I didn't see that part.
I believe they are. I could see the curved mag.
The guy on the right has a curved mag. I don't know about this left dude though.
It's hard to tell, but they could just be Sentinel. Because I think the guy on the right has the up armored Sentinel.
See, that was my big problem with Red Patriot, is that they advertised a Russian involvement, but then all we got was Sentinel for the most part. Especially during the one mission, spoiler if you haven't played it, when you have to defuse the bombs for Bukharov or whatever, and then you have to encounter his men, and they ended up just being a bit of a reskinned Sentinel with jeans and such. That was my only issue with it. is that there was just a big lack of Bodark. Besides the commanders you had to kill, of course, the Bodark ones. So it'd be really neat, and I don't want to get everybody's hopes up too much because I don't want to get my own hopes up. It'd be neat if they went a bit the extra mile here and added some actual Russian-looking guys, because this Russian stuff in the background with the flag and then the stop sign, for those who don't know Russian, that says stop there. They did
I
that.
thought it said caution.
No, it's stop. They for Red Patriot, going back to that one, they did add a whole bunch of Bodark stuff, like Raven's Rock, like the submarine, and then a bunch of crates and stuff with the logo. So I expect them to do that for sure, to add those little like assets in. But like, it's the appearances that I'm more kind of focused on. I would like to cross my fingers and hope they pull an extra mile, but that we'll just have to wait and see for that one.
There's a word that I threw around a lot in like streams about it, and even like adding like Ghost Recon and stuff like that, and talking about it in private with certain people, is that the what if situation is there. I've constantly said that it has to go back to being what ifs, not like purely like fantasy kind of what ifs. And having Russian involvement in Aurora might make sense because it's going to be an interesting one. They're not going to like boundary wise like not go too far. Hopefully they do go a little further than they have recently with like as you mentioned with like the Bodarks and stuff like that.
What is the location of Aurora? It's in like the Pacific.
Aurora's
isn't
in
it?
yeah.
Russia.
It's kind of a weird island.
Russia is straying a bit far there.
Well, Skeltech, kind of, juicy equipment there to grab for the Russian insurrectionists or the Federation or wherever these guys are. Like this could be like an entirely new splinter group of the Russian armed forces, like the old school generals wanting to go back to maybe, towards more of a Soviet state instead of the current democracy. But
like I said, I don't want to get people's hopes up. That's just my big wish. Is just to kind of go forward with that. It would be neat. So
the what if, that's why I'm pointing out, because I like that a lot what they said. It's not from let's see what's going to be new and what new interesting is. We're going to be what ifing. Like Tom Clancy was a what if guy. Like he wrote some amazing books, amazing movies about what if situations. And this, if they pull it off really well as a what if, I will love this so much.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see to November 2nd. Go ahead.
November 2nd.
I was gonna say maybe they're like the prelude to the Phantom faction from the Ghost Recon.
Could be
Phantom's game, but looking it up, they are not Russian like I thought they were.
The Phantoms? No, they're not. No.
Their Phantoms are ex-Ghost.
Yeah.
So it's basically wolves became phantoms.
I'm not gonna say it was that loud, but Logan's recent comment at the end of it.
Oof.
I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. Hello, Blair. Thanks for joining us from the shadows.
Hey, Blair.
Not that he can talk, probably.
I
don't know. Anything else? I don't want to drag the stream on for too long because I know all of us here can ramble on for days and speculations and such. So, anything else we want to discuss here? Briefly.
For most part, I'm looking forward to Motherland. I guess that's going to be an interesting mission. Very reminiscent of Wildlands. The nostalgic factor for me because that's the first game I started with, like when the channel got big. So. That's going to be fun going back to something similarly styled, hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much all for me. And also new Gucci gear, so I'm looking forward to that.
I'm pretty sure everybody loves new Gucci gear. Okay, before we close out, I want to say that the pre-alpha footage of Wildlands looks pretty good, I must say.
Yeah.
I actually really admired that part of the stream there. It was actually especially nice seeing Advanced Warfighter 2 in there. Because that's kind of the game that I started with. It's also ironic that everybody was talking about loving Future Soldier, and then they actually showed up more Future Soldier stuff. And next thing you know, we have a Future Soldier kind of theme going. I think that's twice now they've done that. Now with Red Patriot, and then now we have Motherland.
This one seems more detailed than the previous one that we had. like Future Soldier, like the Future Soldier update in Wildlands was fun. This one I have kind of putting more hope into it than I should at the moment, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to Motherlands, and like X Defiant, I'm willing to try it before I say anything.
I think that's the best approach. Yeah,
I'd rather have a sequel, like a full-on open world, another, open world game with co-op and all that. But I'm willing to try it if it's going to be free.
Yeah, like you're not going to buy it, so play it for free and enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's something there. You said sequel. Like, I'm looking for a full-blown sequel with 8 teammates, just to let them know if they are watching this. 8 teammates. The 4-man team squad system has been basically made, obsolete. So give us 8 guys. We can do a lot of good stuff with that then. Let's just see here. Actually, so I saw a comment that I want to just call out, just reference there. A lot of people are like, hold on a second, RTC plastic crack addict. Blair is actually an avid Warhammer model maker, so he's addicted to plastic crack. Just to point that out there.
That's one way of saying it, but okay.
Yeah, plastic crack is the fan-given name for any tabletop model, pretty much. Because once you buy one, you gotta buy them all. And
yeah,
it turns
pretty
into
much.
it turns into a full-blown addiction.
Okay, gentlemen, now we're straying away from Ghost Recon, so I think this is a good time to end it here.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta explain why his name is Plastic Crack Addict.
You have explained it, but now you're going too far into it. So that's
I have one more comment for Frontline.
Okay.
They should make it 50 versus 50, like a different game mode. So you have 2 warring units, armies against each other, going for the same goals or different objectives.
That reminds me.
It could be
sorry to interrupt, but that reminds me. They didn't refer to them as ghosts. They called them contractors. That's what I noticed.
Yes. They're not ghosts.
Yeah.
No.
So we have a Ghost Recon title, but we don't have ghosts. We have contractors because I'm pretty sure that word was thrown around several times.
You choose a contractor, so you're going to choose I think he may have said choose a contract. I'm not 100% sure now. And
no, he said contractor. He did say contractor.
Sure? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where it is. I don't want to replay it, though, because the copyright music there.
Yeah. But in any case, I can't find the comment there, but my prediction was semi-true about the Ghost Recon 1 coming back. I thought a remake, but I was incorrect. It was a re-release, so shame. I don't have Ubisoft Connect, so I can't play it on the console.
Well, it's not on console either.
It's on PC.
It's not even a re-release. They're just giving it away for free on PC.
Yeah,
which is nice. If you haven't, go ahead, there, Spec.
I was going to say, for anyone watching the stream, if you have no idea how to get it, because they didn't actually really go into detail with it, I posted in the Ghost Recon chat in the Discord how to get. They have the links to the DLC, and they have the links to the Fallen Ghost DLC and to Ghost Recon on PC, so you can get those there. And then the third link is a guide on how to get all the items on anything. So for those on console, if you don't have it, I know for Breakpoint, I saw it's in the in-game store. It's free. Like in Breakpoint, you can go, you can purchase it with ghost coins. Currently, it's costs 0 ghost coins for the Deep Slate or Deep State, and then the I don't know how to get the Wildlands one. I didn't actually check on console.
I'm pretty sure if you go to the store in the in-game store, you might have to. I mean, after the stream, I'm definitely going to do that now because I don't have Fallen Ghosts, so it's a good way for me to get that actually. And then, if I know the way how, I'll probably relay that message to you. So, but anyways, I'm all of talking tips. I think definitely something we can discuss later on. But yeah, I would want to say thank you to everybody who did join the stream. We had a lot of people tuning in here today, so that was good to see. Any closing words, gentlemen?
I hope you enjoyed the stream. Stay safe. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Stay awesome. Cheers.
Bye now.
Bye.